what's going on? You're hard down.
God, this thing takes forever. Come on. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? How is everybody? Hi, 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 hi. Hi, hi, hi. Ooh, what a delay. What a delay. That delay is getting longer and longer. Guys, can you hear me?
You're with AT&T.
God, this thing is killing me. Can you guys hear me? Cool. Sorry, this thing is like so delayed. I don't know what is the deal. Hey, Einstein, what's up? Let me see. Who's in the house? I got Arlene. I got Tammy. I got Aaron. I got JD. Cool. Tina's in the house. Hi, Darla. Trucker Janie's here. Nice to see you. Hi, Christine. So I do have a co-host tonight. I did find somebody to fill in. I got Candy in here. I got Jen in the room. Let me go and grab my co-host real quick. I'm pretty sure she's backstage. Let me go ahead and grab my co-host. So I did find somebody. Somebody stepped in last minute for me. Just thought they'd help out. She's got to unmute her mic, but she can say hi.
Hey, y'all.
My girl is back in the house where she belongs.
How's everybody doing? Hey, Einstein. JD, Darla, Arlene. How are y'all? Tina, Kitty Jen, Trucker Janie. So good to see all of y'all. Good gosh, I've missed y'all. This has been the longest month
of your life.
No kidding. That is not an understatement.
I gotta give props to your mom though. I love her to death. Her and the Saints, gotta give it to them. Because if your mom hadn't been losing her mind over missing the Saints game, you'd probably still not be back online.
That's exactly right. That's right. My mom called the FCC, baby. She was like, enough of this shit. I'm going to watch my Saints play.
I need my games, man. Perfectly Imperfect is in the house. Nice to see you, honey. JP is here.
Hey,
hello,
Kat.
my darling.
Hey, Candy. Hey, JP.
You guys are all here.
I'm so happy to see you all.
The whole tribe's back together.
My people. I miss my people.
Oh. Oh. Well, baby, I am so glad you're back. I missed you. I was losing my mojo, honey.
Oh, Lord. I got to find mine again. I haven't crafted in so long, I don't know what to do.
Shit, I was so desperate, I went to Joann's.
Oh, my God. That's desperation if I ever heard
You know,
it.
I hate Joann's.
Who else did I get these cards from you?
I don't know what it
Can you see them?
Hold on, they'll come up in a second.
I don't know.
No,
I got these
those look like Natasha cards, maybe?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those look like Natasha cards.
Oh, well, I need to put these in the vault because I paid way too much for them.
Them's precious right there. You know, very rare. I mean, you have to go to a bookstore to find them. Or Walmart.
Yeah. Amazon.
I love Arlene. Ooh, Joann's. Now that is depressing.
Thank you, Candy. God, it's so good to see y'all again.
I got out the back scratcher because I had an itch on my back. I go to put it down, and there's Gigi standing next to me, sniffing the back scratcher, going, come on, scratch my butt.
Oh.
Sweet Laura, girl. I have to tell you, Your status as first comments on my
Go lay down.
on my videos
Ginger, go lay
Mhm.
down.
has been disrupted.
Who took over?
Shaylee.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, Miss Shaylee girl.
She put a comment on one of my videos. She was like, "Ha! First again."
She's so funny.
You know she was in here while you were gone.
No, I did not. I don't even. What is her screen name?
Shaylee Arnott, I think, or Shaylee
Oh, okay.
Allen. Yeah, she was in here one night. Hi, Curly. And she was in here one night, and I was like, "You better get your butt to bed, girl." She's like, "I'm allowed to be on till 10. Yeah. We even had Cassie in here one night.
Really?
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, she's gonna start she's starting up a resin
Oh, really?
business, and so I told her, come in and check everybody out and see what they, feel it out, see if you can get any information on the things that we might want.
Yeah.
So she came in, and all the ladies were real nice.
Well, good.
We can't hear you.
Can't hear me?
No, you're very low.
Oh, well, let me see if I can fix
But I'm going to put on my headphones so I can hear you in my head.
Okay, is that better? Y'all, I apologize for the glare. My lamp went out, and all I have is this overhead light right here. And it shines on my whiteboard and creates a terrible glare. And I don't know what to do about it because that's the only light I have in this room until my lamp is I ordered one about a month ago, and it still has not come in because my lamp decided that it was going to be a strobe light. Well, it's not even working now. When I turn it on, it doesn't even come on. But anyway,
That's better. I can hear you now.
maybe if that's better. Trying to get rid of that glare.
You just park something over it.
Hey, Tammy, welcome, hon. Welcome, everybody.
Hey, KK.
Hey,
Christina's
KK.
in the house. So what is this luscious box of yummies you've got going here?
It's just little bits and pieces of, that kind of stuff that you just don't really know what to do with.
Oh, it's your very own no-no box.
A no-no box?
Yeah. You just open it up, look at it, and go, no.
Right. Yeah, that's about right.
Hi, Ray. Hi, Tammy.
Let's see.
JP says, we'll take you, glare and all.
Oh, thank you. I know it's annoying, but it's just going to have to be here for now. Okay. I am looking for large buttons to alter. Little cute Christmas charms. I wonder who I got those from.
Sharon, I need you to connect with the buyers that you purchased from. But if you just make sure I get the information, I will send it on to them so they can send you their lists. Okay, honey? And hello, by the way.
Who's that? Hello, Sharon. Welcome. Well, that's different.
What did you find now?
It's a weird button.
I like weird buttons. You know who else likes weird buttons? Barbara. Barbara likes weird buttons.
Barbara Hamilton. I knew that.
That looks like a mushroom cap almost.
It does. It's weird. It feels
I like
weird
it
too. It's different. Anyhow, I'm gonna start out with something a little. Is Hover still working? My goodness gracious.
Yeah, he
That
doesn't get off
man
till
is
7:30.
always.
Curly,
It's like,
you be nice. Hi,
hey,
Rebecca.
Curly.
She
What
says
did Curly girl say?
Tammy,
Shortening.
I'm resisting shortening your name to TP.
Curly. Oh, Lord. Yes, we love our Curly girl. Okay.
So other than like massively destashing and sorting through, what else have you been up to?
Cleaning.
Just cleaning it out?
Yeah, just, you know, I don't know why I feel an urge to keep every single thing, and I think I told you I threw away a bunch of ugly ass painty papers that I would never use, but I did. And yeah, exactly. I admit it. I do ugly ass painty papers.
Well, that's because for like every one decent one you get, there's like 5 mistakes along the way.
Right, right.
You're like, black and silver. Ooh, that sounds, no, that's not good. Let me add a little
Yep,
blue. No, not quite there yet.
yep. And see, I don't even put that much thought into it. I'm just like, let's see what this looks like.
I was watching Stacy do that the other night. She was having a good time with one of those little kids art spinners.
Where does she find this stuff?
I don't know, but she was dripping paint on it and then spraying it with water and turning it on and just letting it go. And she'd stop and
Oh,
go,
my
ooh,
Lord.
let's add this. She was having a good time. And then she was like, you know what I really miss? I miss that little watercolor thing that I had that painted the rainbows. And I almost wanted to say, do you want it back?
Oh, did you buy that from her?
I bought that from her for Dude and Shaylee and Bug to play with.
And they don't play with
And
it.
they used it like one time and they were like, okay, that's cool. Moving on.
Really?
But it gives
But
Stacy
you know,
great joy.
I was about to say that's about right because kids don't understand the joy of simple toys. You know, all they understand is not all of them, not all of them, because my niece and nephews are they love to play outside and always have. You know, they
I think
of
that's
course
where they're
they're
raised, though. Because, like, here it's too hot to go out and play.
right, right. Or, you know, like city kids. I mean, who's going to let their kids go play on city streets? You know? I
Exactly. I
mean,
think it
that's
has a lot to
crazy.
do with where you're raised. Rebecca
And
says, oh my gosh, she was on for 11 hours last night with that spinning thing.
oh my God, are you serious, Rebecca?
I'm telling you, she was having a good
Hey, by
time
the
with it.
way. Hey,
She was,
Becca.
she was having a good
You
time.
know what? That's what it's about. If you're having a good time, you know, I mean, go for it.
I was
That's what.
lurking and watching kind of when I was recording a video last night, and I kept, like, when I was processing, and I was like going over and then checking out what she was doing, and she was just laughing and giggling and having a good time, and I was like, you know what? That's what it's all about
Good.
right there.
That's it. That is it. Well, I totally get it. I think I'm gonna try my hand at some Halloween clusters.
Oh, good God. Do you sense? Do you have like a weird sense? You just know? Go on.
Ooh. Oh, is that Harry? Hey, Harry.
Yes?
I miss your little hairy butt. How are you? What's going on in your life, Harry?
Oh,
Hey,
what's going on in
Nicole.
your life?
Welcome.
What's going on in your life? Say, well, the woman's got me on a diet. She's cut
What?
my treats down to every other o'clock.
So he
She's
doesn't
making
get like
food.
a dozen an hour anymore?
Nope.
Poor thing. He's gonna waste away to nothing.
It's going to waste away to normal instead of 17 pounds.
Wow.
Fabulous. You fat ass.
Hey, you be nice to him.
Hi,
Some of us like our
Nicole.
men
Yes,
with some
I
meat on their
know.
bones. No skinny man. Unless it's Brian Connolly. He's the only skinny man I've
Harry's not a
ever
skinny
had.
man.
And he's dead, so
All right, get down. Go on.
someone
No, you
should
know what
have a
down is.
PJ sale. That would be fun. Well, there's an idea, Tammy. That's a cute idea. A PJ sale. Everybody dress up in their PJs and come shop for craft supplies.
I think it's a good idea.
The kids here play for hours with one toy car or a fly swatter. The parents simply can't afford more, but at Christmas the Toys for Tots will load them up for a while. Well, thank God for Toys for Tots. Tina says, I asked what he meant. It didn't work, and it was because it didn't make noises. All his other toys took batteries. That's about right. You know, kids don't have any interest in stuff that's not electronic, you know.
Yep, yep, yep.
Oh, overnight is a PJ. Well, oh, I'm a wuss when it comes to staying up that late. JD says, I thought you were selling PJs. Nicole says, nothing wrong with a little pudge. And Curly says, aren't they all PJ sales? Pretty much, Curly. I can tell you tomorrow, no. Friday night when you have yours, probably be in my TJs. Sorry. This is just some scraps from Halloween paper, some Halloween pads I have, and I was gonna try my hand at clusters, and I suck at clusters, but I'm gonna try it. What is that noise?
That is Hubbard watching Muppets while he's working.
Oh.
Phenomena.
It's phenomena.
Just got
Thanks.
top board.
Now I have that damn song in my head. Phenomena.
Up here we are. Let's put a smile in face, or at least not the song.
Me too, Arlene. Me too. Taco jammies? Okay, now I get it. Now I hear the tune. That's really loud.
Well, I never said he was responsible while he's at work.
I was gonna give him a hint and tell him it doesn't change. It's pretty much that tune all the way through. It's kind of repetitious. Brian said no more sales till the next month. He has fishing costs, he informed me. How do couples afford two different hobbies? That's what I want to know. That's
They keep their money separate.
Would have to. I always did that anyway. Okay. Ready to go. Be right back, y'all. I'm gonna get a cutter thingy. Punch.
A thing? a cutter thingy. I like it. Hubby's hobby is keeping me happy. Yes, it is. This fishing costs. I love it. Alrighty. Oh, I can hear myself. Two, three. 3 3/4 that way. Screw it. We'll do that. 3 3/4. Why not? So if anybody wants to know what the heck I'm up to here, I have been asked to do a class for Defy
Okay, I'm back.
for, I think, November.
Okay,
And I'm
what
trying
did
to
I
work it
miss?
out. What, honey?
What did I miss? What are y'all talking about?
I said if anybody was wondering what the heck I'm doing here with a ruler on a piece of paper trying to measure stuff out, it's because I have been asked to do a class for Defy.
Oh, yes. They need your expertise.
Or my bizarre stupidity, one or the other.
Oh, now. It'll be
My
fun.
own unique brand of craziness.
Those are some awesome people. I'm telling you. I love all my Defy people. It'll be fun. The artists are great.
Oh no, I lost you. Where did my sound go? Hello. There we go. Yes, I'm randomly drawing lines and muttering dimensions. Yeah,
Okay.
that's me, the insane person.
Was that me or was that you that just
I don't know. It just like died out.
So I have to tell y'all, there are these candy bars. It's called Red Delight. It's no sugar added, which I don't know what they do. It says no GMO, something free. I can't read that. It has
Hi,
100
Allison.
calories.
I said, hi, Allison.
Oh, hey, Allison. It has 120 calories per serving, and there's 3 servings in a candy bar. Now, this is a big ass candy bar. I couldn't, well, I probably could eat the whole thing, but I would throw up. But this does not make my blood sugar go up. So for those of you who are either watching your weight or you're diabetic like I am, because even the sugar-free stuff, it has what's called alcohol sugars in it, and I don't know if there's a difference. I'm a type 1, so I can walk past sugar and it makes my blood sugar go up. But y'all, this stuff, I don't know what kind of voodoo they use to make this, but it's amazing and it's delicious. The name of it is Red Delight, and they sell it over by the specialty candy bars at Walmart, where all the dark chocolate and all that kind of stuff is. Because, y'all, I crave chocolate like a fiend. And, but anyway, yeah, if y'all are looking for something like that, let me check the carbs. It has 21 grams of carbohydrates, but only 3 grams of sugar. So that's really not bad at all. And it's about $3 a candy bar, but I kind of pace myself and I buy 2 of them a month, and I just eat, like 3 squares of it here and there, and they're wonderful. So I just thought I would share that because, when you're not allowed to eat what everyone else is, it's kind of, especially at Halloween, man. Who doesn't eat candy at Halloween?
Diabetics.
Yeah, well.
I know. That's the one thing about me you have not missed, huh?
Pretty much.
The fact that I will bust your butt on that.
She's always there to slap my hand. Diabetics. Good Lord. If I want to be mama, I'd go in the next room.
They just tell you to come back to me. You know that. Be like, get back in there, else we'll keep your ass straight.
Yep, pretty much.
Hmm.
Where did I put? Oh, here it is. Good Lord. I am just lost as a goose. I just can't get it together. So, is anyone else working on any kind of Halloween stuff? I know that Els has been working on a macabre journal.
Three.
Well,
You left me and I went crazy.
you always do that.
And then Hags got me. I must slap her.
Uh-oh. What Hags do?
So Hags was in her stream the other day, and somebody asked her about the book she was working on. She's doing a glue book. And so somebody asked her about this glue book, and they were like, how did you sew that in? And she's like, oh, it's a pamphlet thing. And she's like telling him, she's like, that she was like murder squirrel because she couldn't get them sewn in and it was being a pain in the butt. So he's like, well, how do you do that? She's like, oh, Els has a video on that on her page. Now, I took that video down because that video sucked. So I come out of my bedroom to hear this, and I was like, huh? She's like, pamphlet stitch video. I was like, So I had to come out here and make a pamphlet stitch video the other night. And I started it, and I was like, okay, well, I can't just like glue it, do it into a book because that's just stupid. So I was like, okay, well, this is how you make the marks and everything, and showing them how to make the template to actually, line everything up. And then I said, and then you put your signatures in. And then she's like, well, they want to know how to create the signatures. So I was like, okay, fine. So then I had to put that into the video. Before you know it, boom, what do you got? I got another damn journal I got to do.
Oh, God.
Right. No,
I'm going to jump out and come back in because my screen is like 10 minutes behind.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to jump out. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Okie dokie. She got lost in the chocolate info. It's made with, that's why it's easy on the digestion. Oh, okay. It's really, really good. Sorry for making y'all want to
they called this in originally.
have chocolate.
Brought it back on the 16th.
I'm gonna check that out. My mom is a diabetic too. I'm sharing no worries, but thanks. Sorry, y'all. I'm catching up on the chat. I can't craft and chat at the same time.
Yeah.
No, I haven't heard of the Lily chocolate. Where do you get it, Curly? Never heard of that.
Lily chocolate? Oh, yes.
Never heard of it. Is it like sugar free or low sugar or?
No. It's pretty normal.
Oh, well, that's why I've never heard of it. Bacon, Cheez-It, crackers over chocolate.
Right.
What?
Yeah, I saw the note saturation. And,
Tammy, that's just craziness. I don't have a good substitute for it. It's tortilla chips. Well, tortilla chips
like borderline gray area or something.
aren't that bad to me. But
But you got to remember, Curly is on a keto diet.
Right, that's right. I gotta have my on the border tortilla chips. I freaking
So
love
apparently
those
Lily's
things.
is sugar free.
Oh, okay. Huh.
There's only one kind of chocolate I know. C's chocolate.
It's not bad at all. Yeah.
I haven't bought any in like a whole 2 weeks.
A whole 2 weeks. Well,
2 weeks.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Look, at $26 a pound, that's a bad addiction.
Oh, crap.
Darla says she used to make cheese chips in the microwave.
Uh-huh. Yep, me too. They're yummy.
Yeah.
And very easy. Just put them on
Sharon,
a plate
so-
and cook
Right.
the crap out of them.
So if Ranch Doritos is all there is, what are all those other bags of chips that I see when I go to the store?
I like Ranch Doritos too. I like all Doritos, but my favorite is like the just plain old basic taco flavored Doritos. Those are yummy.
The originals?
Right. Well, from what I see here, the GTE's end user is just escalating anyway, even though we explained all this to them and just wants the equipment replaced anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. Resetting.
Honey, you do whatever you have to do.
Well, I cleaned up my craft room. Now I can't find shit.
Right.
Isn't that crazy, y'all? You clean up and nothing's where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's normal. Jen, I am going to have to end up decorating it.
Decorating what?
That journal I had to put together for that tutorial.
Oh, okay. Maybe Darla can kick out some
Right.
linker fluid for you.
And I'll be honest, I wouldn't know how to map the motor.
Aw, everything's normal. I can hear weird television in the background.
Yep, the birds are happy. They have their TV back.
Well, you know, you get to a point in life where there's really nothing left except your
Yeah.
routine.
Mm-hmm.
How's Niecy's knee?
She tried to walk around this afternoon, and of course it's throbbing now, so
So basically, yeah, her body slapped her and went, "Are you stupid?"
mm-hmm. Yep.
Status of the ticket, buddy. You know, that's about it. You know, ECS
Oh
basically.
God! So what? She just just from too much standing, or
Do what we can.
Well, we have a very long, rough driveway,
right?
And
Oh yeah.
when we were cleaning up after the storm,
Right.
Mom and Aunt Niecy
Yeah. No,
cleaned out
well, I'll be honest. If I was in your shoes, I would basically contact the customer.
cleaned out
say,
the,
"Listen,
what do you
we
call
need
it?
orders to
The
get
freezers and
placed,
stuff.
the
Right.
And it was
equipment all together, and
incredibly.
then reschedule for a time in which it can be done and take them down.
Oh, I'm sure it was probably a huge mess.
Obviously.
Never mind. We'll
Well,
move on.
It was very heavy.
I'm sure. Well, we will move on. We're not talking about those things.
Tammy, I definitely have CRS.
So I now think that it's a personal thing with the guy at the Office Depot where I
Yeah.
get my copies made.
Right, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's personal now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's personal.
Get it.
Why is that?
Right.
Well, I went,
Why don't we do this?
I ordered these prints.
Why don't we do this?
Okay.
Let me pull,
And Hags ordered a set of prints at the exact same time.
Mhm.
I don't know what the schedule of
Uh-oh.
activity is right now, but
We went in and they didn't have my prints, even though they had charged my PayPal account twice.
Oh my God. What the hell?
And yeah, so I was a little upset, to say the least.
At least that way we got
And the guy was like, well, they're not in our system. It says your card has been declined.
What?
I'm like, okay, first off, I haven't had a credit card decline since I was 20. And it's my PayPal account, which is backed up by my regular checking account.
Mm-hmm.
And you know there is no way on this planet that Hubbers is going to send me out into the world without money in that account. Plus,
Right.
that's automatically connected to my savings account, which has more than enough in it to cover $6 worth of printing.
Right.
So he's like, well, you know, maybe it just doesn't like your card. And I'm thinking, maybe it's just y'all are pissed off at me because every time I send my prints over, you guys get them freaking wrong.
Maybe you're just a dickhead.
So he's like, well, let me see. So he like looks in there and he's like, well, we have a few other orders from you. And I was like, yeah, like every month, every couple of weeks, I send in an order for prints. And he's like, well, let me look. And he starts going through there and he's like, well, is it this one? Is it this one? Is it this one? I'm like, what's the date on that? And he's like, well, it says 9/2. Well, no, that was probably back, you know, on the 2nd. I put the order in last night. You all charged me twice for it.
Yeah, I'm here.
But you don't have any prints from me.
3 to 5.
And then I don't know what it is with them, but they claim that this is a 110-pound cardstock.
You hear me? 3 to 5 tomorrow?
Yeah, they say this is 110 pound.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
barely over
that
copy
doesn't-
paper.
Right.
Reschedule that now. I'm going to contact GTP and explain that.
So I was like, well, can I just bring in my own paper? And he's like, well, it has to be marked that it's for laser jets. And I'm like, all paper says laser jet on it, you putz.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I almost want to call Alex's godfather because he's actually the training manager for Office Depot.
Mm-hmm.
And I almost want to call him and go, dude, why is this guy such a schmuck?
Right?
Do y'all think schmucks are born or created? Just curious.
Mm,
Right.
I don't know. I think they're
they should
born
have
that
a
way.
few that are pre-framed
Yeah,
up with
could
something.
be.
I know with ITC, we've done that before. It had, you know, the edge marks on hand, pre-programmed, ready to go, and just drop it, plug and play.
Kind of like there's certain names. Like if you have a certain name, you're just destined to be a butt.
Yeah. I'm gonna be quiet on that one though.
Well, like I had a friend, her name was Belinda.
Mhm.
Sweetest girl, okay? But
Right.
like she had this thought in her head that all Belindas were fat.
What?
Yeah, like somebody had told her at some point, I guess when she was a little girl,
Yeah, I'm gonna leave
that she was destined to be fat because her name was Belinda and all Belindas are fat.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, really? All Belindas are fat. That's like saying all Richards are dicks. Come on.
Well, they kind of are.
Yeah, they sort of are. So we're all Brandons, but we won't talk about that one.
Now I agree with the Brandon thing.
Bye-bye.
Something about it. I think there's something in that. I think there might be something in that, like in a name. Hi, Donna.
Hey, Donna. How are you, Miss?
Okay, so it is not just me. Apparently, Donna and Sharon and Nicole, like everybody has a problem with the people at Office Depot. What is it with them that makes them think that they are so freaking important? Do you know what
People
job
at
skills are
Office-
required for that? None. Sorry, honey, I'm done now.
With what?
My little Office Depot rant.
Oh.
It's
Not a
just
problem.
irritating. Why does it have to be so hard just to get prints? Just to get paper printed?
I have no idea.
And his snotty little ass
know.
had the audacity to look at me and go, "Did you do it right?"
Do what? Oh, the transaction.
Ordering it correctly, yeah.
Wow.
So then just to prove a point, when he finally rings him up. He's like, "Well, I'll just go ahead and print them for you." And I was like, "Fine." So he pulls the order and he prints it, which he could have done in the first place. Apparently, if he saw the order there in the cart, he could have just pulled it and printed it and said, "Hey, I'm sorry about that. Let me go ahead and get it printed up for you." So then he prints it, and then he comes over to like ring it up for me.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually was like $3 more than what it had cost me to order it on the internet.
Oh, good grief.
And I was like, no. I said, your system is what's screwed up. I'm not paying more because your system is messed up. He's like, oh, well, just this one time, I will give you a school discount. And when he said that, I
How
realized
nice of him.
who it was.
Mm-hmm.
It was the same schmuck that closed the door in my face when I got there at like 2 minutes to 6 and they closed at 6 and I
Oh, yeah.
went to
I
go in to
remember
pick up my
that.
paper. It was the same one because he said the same thing. I'm going to do it this one time only. Don't let it happen again.
Oh, my God. Wow.
It was the same one. And then I went to Joann's and they suck. So, and now we're here.
You had a lovely day.
See, I would go to the UPS store too, Arlene, but my UPS store is always so full. And the couple of times I have ordered from them, they've told me that my prints are ready and I go to pick up my copies and they haven't even started them. And that's irritating. Especially when you're with me and I have this thing about going in circles. I don't like to repeat and go backwards. I want to go forward in one big circle. Anybody want to guess what the theme is for my next journal?
Macabre.
Nope, I'm over that. I'm not making any more. I've made 3 macabre journals this year.
Hello Kitty.
Yeah, I'm going to do a Hello Kitty. Yep, do me a Hello Kitty. Woohoo!
I had to go there. I mean, I know you love her, so.
Yep. Got me my Hello Kitty pinata. Stuffing it full of Timmy stuff. Half a pound of explosives. Ba-boom.
What kind of explosives? I say no explosives. Just get a flamethrower and set it on fire.
No, I want to shoot it from across the room.
Gabriel, this is Cox Business Techniques.
I got a place out here that's going to let me shoot it. I'm filling it with tannerite. I got a place out here that's going to let me shoot it. And they're going to let me film it. And I'm going to make it go boom. I'm even going to put some glitter in there for all you glitter people.
Oh, cool.
So it's all sparkly when Tim blows up. Watch, I'm going to get a cease and desist order. Do not blow up Tim Holtz.
Certainly do. It's 5-2-7.
I don't mind the Timmy.
Basically, here to just give you an update on this. Well,
sorry, y'all.
No dying. Knock that off.
It's not COVID. Sometimes I just get choked on and spit.
It's not COVID. Yes, we're all afraid you're going to give our computers viruses.
Well, yeah. It happened.
Oh, look at that. Amy woke up. She decided to come play.
Well, hello, Hags. How are you?
3 and 5.
Why won't you come out? Oh.
All right, let's stop this crafting crap. All right, ladies, what do you want to talk about?
Oh.
Honey, are you okay?
Uh-huh.
We're
Just trying to open my glue.
all right.
Okay.
I can try to assist you with on this. All right. Thank you, Gabriel, and have yourself a great day.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Sounded like you broke your dang desk.
No, I just dropped my glue. And it was loud.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Oh, damn it. What?
Amy says, there's 27 people and only 12 thumbs up. Where's all the thumbs? And then I read the next line down. It's like, it's Sharon go to help. No
What
shit.
now? 27?
Ain't, yeah, 27 people, only 12 thumbs. Where's all the thumbs? And then the next line that I see in my chat says, what can we do to help? I'm like, the thumbs in? And then I went over to YouTube and realized it was separated.
Yeah. Yeah, Darla says, I'm exhausted too. And then Hag says, Darla. And then Sharon says, Amy, what can we do to help? I've noticed, Els, that your chat is always way different from what other people see. Not way different, but different for sure.
Different, yeah. I don't know. I think YouTube just hates me.
Well, YouTube hates everybody. Don't feel bad, honey.
It's equal.
Can't decide if I should quit my job. It's very lucrative, but the stress is awful. Well, Darla, I had jobs like that, and I'm here to tell you, honey, it's all about what you love the most, your peace or your money. I chose money, and it was a horrible mistake because it affected my health and damn near killed me. But that's a decision everyone has to make, you know. There's a lot to be said for security and stability, and not having that can create a whole other kind of stress. So,
Yeah, but she's also at a point where she's pretty close to retirement with her company.
Right. I know. She's been there, what? You've been there, what, 27 years, son? Good night, Nicole.
Night, Nicole.
Oh, and congratulations. Nicole made it to 1,000. Good for
Whoop,
her.
whoop.
I know. I was like, I looked and I was like, why am I not subscribed to her? I'm subscribed to everybody.
Yeah, you are. Your subscribe list goes on forever and ever and ever.
Well, hey, Jackie. Long time no see, woman. How are you?
Hey, Jackie.
How are you doing? We haven't seen you in a while. You have to choose what is right for you, but in the long run, the money may not be adequate trade for. And it went up before I could finish reading it. Peace and good health. Absolutely, Hags. But I will say this, not having stability and financial security, that sort of thing, can weigh on you and stress you out just as much, if not more. So, you know, everybody's different. Hopefully, Darla, when you leave your job, you can leave the stress there. And when you don't have financial security and stability, that stress never leaves you. My problem right now is I'm alone. It's just me, so everything I choose is totally down to me. I get it. I totally get it. And that's why I'm saying your source of stress right now is at your job. But you get to come home and there's at least a facade of getting away from that stress. Whereas when you're stressed out about money, it never leaves you. You go to sleep with it at night, you wake up with it in the morning. And to me, that is harder than the job stress. But that's me. It's all about what you're used to. And if you go from a place where you're making really, really good money and have no financial stress or concerns, blah, 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 and then you go to a place where that's no longer true, you know, it's tough. It is tough. And Sharon is absolutely right. You're not alone. You have friends. You know you can talk to us about anything. If you want to cuss your boss, you can cuss him. I'll cuss him with you. You just look at him and smile and think, I am paid to put up with your dickhead ass every day. Good morning. That's what I used to do. And I'm paid well. You little bead of scrotum sweat.
Tell us how you really feel, babe.
Darla, I get it, you know. That's why I'm saying, if you can put up with him for, what, 3 more years? It would be kind of crazy for you to walk away from that job right now. So, no one left with any experience. And see, Donna, I was looking at what Donna said. Sounds like me talking to my old boss. You're an asset. You're more of an asset than he is, because people high up like him are very expendable. Because they really don't do anything.
That's why they're always so petty, because they know that.
Mm-hmm. And here's another thing I'm going to tell you. I worked for years for the federal government, and people who actually do an important job and do it really well never move up. But the dipshits that don't know what they're doing, if they're in a job that's important, they get promoted into a job that doesn't mean jack crap, because I'm not going to get into politics or anything, but it is the whole, our government tends to reward stupidity and irresponsibility and penalize responsibility and smart people, if that makes any kind of sense. I've never understood it, but that's how it is. What? Aaron, he hit you? Oh,
Who hit
she. That was my sign to say. Oh, hell no. That was your sign to whip her ass, Aaron. You could have done it and no charges pressed because she threw the first hit. I live for that scenario.
I wouldn't have left the job. I'd have sued the living crap out of the company.
Oh, hell, I'd have whipped her ass and then sued her.
Yep.
He's very narcissistic and is good at making people believe that he knows what he's talking about. Yeah, they're always like that. That's why narcissists are often successful, is because they're so convinced of, you know,
their own superiority.
That they make other people believe it too, who tend to be less, you know.
You know what though? It's easy to talk the talk. We all know this. It's that walk in the walk that gets them. And they can't do that. That's why anybody who's got any kind of power over others, that's why they steal their ideas. They claim credit for stuff that they didn't do. It's because they can talk it, but they can't walk it.
Yep.
Many a great man has been built on the back of another.
Yep. When I first went to work for the feds, I worked with a girl like that. And she was having a fling with my boss. And I knew that. But I was the type that, I wasn't gonna. I like to just sit back and bide my time because I truly believe that people are gonna hang themselves eventually. Especially when they're not who they really are. Because a facade, eventually you get worn down and you can't keep that facade up. And I knew that that was going to happen to her. And she went away on a, a convention thing with my boss where they stayed for a week. And the big wigs went with her. And I was nice and I told her, I said, Christy, do not for a minute think that you are one of them. Those are the big wigs. The only reason you're there is to make them look good. You're the one that's going to be expected to actually do work and present the data and the information. Do not make them look stupid. Whatever you can cram into that portfolio, you cram in there. You take aerials, because we worked for the USDA and we were working on digitizing and mapping the entire United States. And I told her everything to take. And I looked at her and I said, that's all I'm telling you. I'm not repeating myself. Good luck. Because I knew she was going to screw it up, but could not let her, not at least do my part to try to help her. Anyway, to make a long story short, the stupid bitch, when she walked out the door, picked up her little cute suitcase and her little matching overnight bag and her purse and walked out with the boss. And I thought, she did not take a single damn thing that they're going to need when they go to this conference. And Emil, who was my right-hand man, said something to me about it. And he said, Laura, should you call her and stop her? I said, no, I did my part. And he said, yeah, I wouldn't have done that much. So sure enough, they get there, and the big bosses start calling me, wanting me to email this, email that, overnight this, overnight that, because, of course, Christy took nothing. And she made the state of Louisiana, because, this was a national conference. She made the state of Louisiana look absolutely stupid, and I was so glad that my name was not on there. And not only were the big bosses furious with her, they were furious with my boss because they knew why he took her. And I really thought something would be done about him, but guess what? He runs the state now. He is the state director of the USDA.
They fired her. And they
fired her and kept him. So, I learned a lot from that scenario.
Screwing your way to the top doesn't guarantee that you're going to get there.
You might get there, but it's staying there that matters. And when it comes down to it, a man is always going to be believed or yeah, the woman is always going to be shit on, not the man. Put it that way.
Well, that's because we are taught from a very, very early age that the women are, we're the bane of men's existence. We are the temptress, I mean, come on. Do you see anything in any kind of dress code anywhere that says a guy has to wear a jockstrap? But no, it's written right into the dress code that women must wear bras.
Well, I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of happy about that.
Yeah,
mean,
but
really.
when you tell a 7-year-old that they can't wear a shirt that has thinner straps on it because it would be too distracting to the little boys in that class,
Mm-hmm.
that is sexualizing a child from the get-go, and
Disgusting.
it's putting that stereotype that it is her fault when he does these things. And so as we grow older, I mean, we can't do anything about how we feel about it because we're adults and we're older, and that's the way we were raised. But I sure as hell can make sure that my granddaughter doesn't have to feel that shame. That was the whole thing back in the day of, well, look at what she had on. Of course she was sexually harassed. But the dress code said that she had to wear a short skirt,
Yeah.
I'm glad we're past those days.
Oh, it's a double standard for sure, but
Because I'd slap somebody.
well,
Yes, and only boys are supposed to have sex feelings. Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
Hey, Barbara. Barbara says at my house
Barbara.
you can be braless. Hi, Brenda.
Well, hey, Brenda. Guess I won't be applying for any jobs. Be damned if I'm going to start wearing a bra now. Yeah, bras are not fun, but I want to sell more stuff. Can I can do it. I can do it. I think Tina has the bug.
I think she does.
In my house, men and women are respected the same until one or the other gives us a reason. I have 2 sons and I stand behind them. They were raised to respect women, period. Well,
Exactly.
I am from the South, and obviously, duh. But and we can be pretty backwards down here where it comes to, but I think fair is fair. It doesn't matter if one person is a man, one person is a woman. I think when I say people should be treated equally, I don't mean a woman should be able to sit on her ass and eat bonbons all day while her husband works. That's not equal to me.
Nope.
And I will say this, I have a hard time respecting men who won't work or who don't work. And when, it was just kind of ingrained in my head. Like when I hear of men who stay home and keep the kids while the wife works, I'm like, well, damn, does she ever let him take his balls out of that jar in the fridge and play with them himself? And that's horrible. I know that that's horrible, but these kind of things are like indoctrined into us.
It starts when we're little.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, like Darla said, why in our society are breasts so sexualized? They aren't in other societies. Exactly. When my son was little, my biological son, when he was little, we went to a gay pride parade, and they had the semi transgenders that have been taking the hormones, and they had boobs. But technically, they're still men, since they still have penises. So they were walking down the street with their boobs hanging out, and Alex said, Mom, do you want to have Tyler turn around? Because there were boobs. And my son, who was like 4 or 5 at the time, he looked at her and he went, boobs, half the world has them. That's really the way it should be. Even men have boobs, but they can go out without their shirt on. But if you have an A cup, you better not.
Yeah, we have a neighbor that He
I'm a
always
bee. I
goes
keep my
out.
shirt on.
We have a neighbor who always goes out wearing nothing but a pair of white shorts. And he's bald as a bowling ball. He's as round. And we call him Cupid doll because those shorts look just like a diaper on him.
Aw, he's Cupid.
No, he's not Cupid. He's old. But, and I thought, you know, we're as bad as men, because if a woman, you know, built like him was outside, they would be making fun of her too. So I do kind of feel bad about that, but piano baby? What's a piano baby? My mom taught all my sisters, 2 girls and 2 boys, that we are all equal. And she also taught me and my sister that we could be anything a man could be. Hey, Gloria. Pillsbury Doughboy, yep.
Hi, Gloria. Well, my brother, when we were kids, he was the Goodyear blimp, but we didn't tell him that. Nah, you're cute, sweetie.
Equality, but I also know there are things men can't do and women can't do. Absolutely, Sharon. I totally agree with that.
Yeah, you get a man to try and squash a watermelon out of his hoo-ha.
Well, I don't particularly like peeing and standing up either, but, you know.
Yeah, that is something that we really need to learn to do. I think that's the answer to it right there. If we could learn how to stand up and pee and not wet on ourselves, I think we'd be on an even playing field.
They have plastic cup type things for that now.
Shut up, Michael.
I've seen it. It exists.
I've seen those too.
You can do it.
Donna says whenever he takes his shirt off, I tell him to put it back on.
I don't know about y'all, but there is absolutely nothing that is appealing about a naked 40-some-year-old man in dress socks. It's like, no. But my feet are cold. I don't care. And put on a bra.
No kidding, man.
You know what? I think we ought to make belly bras for men. You know, like the ones they have for us for maternity.
A what?
They have these things called belly bras for pregnant women.
I've never heard of that.
It wraps underneath your belly so that it supports your belly on your shoulders, so you're not like getting back pain when you're pregnant.
Oh, okay. Huh.
I think we ought to get them for 40-year-old plus men. Like as soon as they hit 40 and that beer belly pops, the beer belly pops, we should get them one, you know, so that they can hold it up.
I think they should make those for fat women. Just, you know, no pregnancy, just...
Yeah, stand up pee, writing our names in the snow. Oh, Barbara, I know. Oh, a man in black socks and sandals. Don't you just want to walk up and slap him in the back of his head?
Darla says, I think it's silly, though, that people think women can't do plumbing or electrical or work on cars. Seriously?
Apparently, they've never...
special man gene for that.
Apparently, they've never met a single mother, because I don't know a single mother who hasn't done all those things.
Right. I can change a tire faster than most, well, not now, but I used to could change a tire faster than most men. I mean, that's just, you know, when you're single, That's something you got to know how to do.
When Mike and I were dating, like when we very first met, he called me on the phone one time and I was cussing up a storm and I was talking to him and I was cussing up a storm. He's like, what the hell are you doing? I was like, changing out my damn garbage disposal. He's like, honey, I would have come over and done that for you. I said, I don't need you. And when I'm done here, I'm putting in that brand new dishwasher my mother wanted.
Wow.
And in one day, I installed the garbage disposal and the dishwasher. And you know what? Necessity's the mother of all invention. I went out to the car, got the car jack, brought it in, and I used the jack to hold up the garbage disposal so I could put it in. Because there is
True,
nothing
Arlene.
funnier than a fat woman stuck up underneath a corner cabinet.
Oh, Lord. Arlene says they do. It's called a girdle and control support underwear. I don't wear that stuff. It's too uncomfortable. And Curly says, wait, what's wrong with black socks and sandals? Everything, Curly. Everything.
Not if you're the grumpy old man. It's okay for the grumpy old man.
That's grounds for divorce. Or like on Seinfeld, the man seer. Half the house needs one here. I asked my hubby when's the last time he saw his private parts. Smart aleck answers 5 minutes ago in the mirror. Tina says, just ask YouTube now. That's right. Just look it up on YouTube University. Mark said one of his tires is low. Could you come change it for him? Hell no. I don't do that anymore.
Hi, Nana.
My daughter installed the garbage disposal just last week.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Although I did learn how to do that.
Look, I was married and a single mother for many, many years. My husband went to work and that was it. He wouldn't do a dang thing around the house. I fixed it, and he wasn't allowed near power tools. Matter of fact, he wasn't allowed near any tools. He's still not allowed near tools.
Why?
Because my ex-husband is a dipshit when it comes to tools. He lives on the other side of town here in Vegas, and they have a wood patio that's at their front door, and it got a little rickety. Now his wife is about 10 years older than him, and he's 10 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
So she's pushing 70.
Right.
And she came out one time and went to go down the stairs, and one of the steps gave way on her.
Oh, gosh.
So he calls Mike and says, can you come over and give me a hand? Well, that means, can you get Tyler, my oldest son, and Mikey, my youngest son,
Hey, Desert Nana.
I went over
and come over here and build a patio for us so that she doesn't fall coming down the stairs. So my ex-husband just sat there, and like they were like, hand me that wrench. And he's like, picks up pliers. This is like a 60-year-old man. He has no idea what a tool is. He's not allowed near tools.
Oh, my
Tools and
gosh.
electronics.
I remember fixing that.
Gloria says, I walk behind my hubby purposely to make sure to let him know when his pants start falling. Barbara, I'm glad I made Mark laugh.
Okay, so here's the big secret. I bought Hubbard suspenders about 2 years ago. He wears suspenders on his pants.
Occasionally.
I think suspenders
Mostly
are
shorts that
cute.
don't want to stay
I
up.
think they're cute too.
Hey, Shelly. Well,
I want the rainbow suspenders.
He wants rainbow suspenders. He wants to be Mork.
I was just about to say, so basically like Mork from Mork.
Yep.
No. It is true, Donna. I am not perfect, but a big belly on a man is the biggest turn off for me ever. I know sounds like I'm... You know what? Everybody has their own preferences. When I hear, a man say that he doesn't like tall women or large women or whatever, it doesn't offend me because you know what? I don't like short men. And to me, all of those things are... It's total preference. We can't help what we are attracted to or what we're not attracted to or whatever. It doesn't mean that you are you know, that you hate fat people or you hate black people or you hate it. We all have what we're attracted to, and we have no control over that. So don't think just because there's something you don't like that, you know, hell, I'm almost, well, not now, but I used to be almost 6 feet tall. So I had no interest in a man that was 5 feet 7 inches. I like to wear heels. When I wear heels, I'm 6'2". And it, you know, it just looks kind of ridiculous to me. I like hairy men. Some people don't. It's all. See, I don't mind hairy men. To me, it's masculine. To me, it feels weird for a man to have like smooth shaven legs. My ex used to shave his legs. He was a golfer, and he always had shorts on. He always had a tan, and he did have some beautiful legs, but it just feels weird. It doesn't feel manly. Curly, I love you some heels. Sharon's a little bitty thing. Absolutely, Gloria. Would be a very boring world. So, if you have certain preferences, don't apologize for it. I mean, that's, you know, there's someone out there for everyone. No interest in a soft, smooth male. Right. And, you know, another thing I have is I don't like men to have like super soft hands. That grosses me out. I know this is horrible, but it makes me think, are you a pedophile? I know that's terrible, but men are supposed to have rough, calloused hands. That's right, JD. You're an Amazon too. I forget. Wow, Barbara's mom was 4'8". That's teeny tiny. Hairy legs are fine, but I prefer a non-hairy chest and back. 6 feet and taller too. My hubby meets my criteria. Well, good, Tammy. I agree. My husband is tall, hairy, and I love it. To top it off, his beautiful blue eyes. Yeah, we all have a type, period. And for someone to say, I don't care about looks, it's all about the personality. Liar, liar, pants on fire. I call bullshit. Just saying. Oh no. I don't care for a hairy back.
Okay, wait a minute.
Yes, I agree, Sharon. I agree.
Hold on a second now, because I do get that some people do have a type.
Mm-hmm.
Alex has 2 men in her life, and they are the exact same image of each other.
Mm-hmm.
They are like 2 peas in a pod. She has
Big
a definite
burly.
type.
Mm-hmm. She likes those big burly manly
No.
men.
Mm-mm. One of them, giant bear,
Mm-hmm.
full beard, 300 plus pounds. The other one, skinny as a wick.
Mm.
But their actions, the way that they behave, their personalities, exactly the same.
Okay.
It's why they all get along so well. Now, my ex-husband, who I love dearly, big old biker, totally tatted up, long hair, full beard, the whole 9 yards, okay? Old biker. That's kind of my thing. Mike,
Nah.
totally the opposite of my ex-husband. For me, it is an intellectual thing.
Oh, me too, definitely.
The looks are not important to me. I will get to know somebody and then determine whether or not this is somebody I want to date.
Right.
I unplug it.
I get
My
that.
type,
I get
I
that.
think my type has to do with mental compatibility. So I don't think looks are that big of a thing I think that's as we get older too, because I'll be honest, when I was younger, I was extremely vain. Uh, and a lot of my thought process was, how does this person make me look?
Right, right. And Darla's saying the same thing. She says, I don't know, Laura. I don't actually have super strong preferences. I'm not going to say that I have super strong preferences, but I do have deal breakers. Like, one thing, a man has got to have a deep voice. I met
Yeah,
a
no
man.
squeakers.
I met a man who he was an attorney. We met online. Yes, I tried the online dating thing. And we talked for a while. I thought, wow, this guy is great. Until we talked on the phone. I spoke to him one time and I ghosted his ass. Because y'all, I thought he was joking at first. I actually told him, okay, enough of that. Talk with your real voice. And he was like, what?
But
And
this
I was
is my
like,
real voice.
y'all, he sounded like Mickey Mouse. And I was like, I remember asking him, what kind of attorney are you? Do you go like to court often or and he was like, no, I'm a corporate attorney. I do mostly paperwork. And I was like, aha. Because there's no way, and this is horrible, but because of his voice, there's no way anyone could have taken him seriously.
Like, not the guy you want to, like, arguing your divorce case.
Yeah, no, 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 no. You don't
And
want
my
him
client
arguing
should have
anything.
50% of everything in the.
DIVORC. No, no, he was not. Mm-mm. Brenda says, I'm glad I'm married and not looking. The guys my age or older are into manscaping and don't realize if they don't keep it up, those pig bristles hurt. I don't like whisker burn on the crotch. Oh my God, Brenda.
I give up.
I don't have looks preference, but I need to be able to converse with him and I need to feel secure with him and I can't respect a lazy man. Oh, me either, Arlene. Oh, me either. There were just things I wanted someone with no children. He had to possess at least a master's degree in education. He had to have gainful employment. I mean, I had a laundry list.
But you're
Hey,
allowed to do that.
Farrington.
Carla!
Basically, I guess I wanted myself with a penis. That
Well,
sounds
honey,
weird.
you should have just bought a vibrator and left it at that then.
Well, it wasn't so much that. It was,
No,
you
you were
know,
looking. Everybody does it. You were not guilty of anything. We all look for our equal.
right. I was the type that at that time I was an asshole. And if I felt in the least bit superior to you, I treated you like shit. And I hope and pray that, you know, I'm not that way anymore. I don't think I am. In fact, I am more for, I used to go after alpha even my friends were like alpha females because that was just what I attracted. That was what I was attracted to. And but as you grow older, you realize alphas are assholes.
Uh-huh.
And you get a little smarter about the people that you surround yourself with. You realize that character and how they treat you and how they treat other people. You know, it, if I am somewhere like Walmart or a restaurant or wherever and someone treats someone working there
I
really
know.
shitty,
You know. But you need to wait.
it really
Don't give me no
it
shit.
makes me dislike that person.
You can wait a couple minutes.
Carla, you're not an asshole.
Oh, I am. Well, I can be.
That's right, Arlene. You can be what?
An asshole.
Well, can't everybody? I think most people can, but
Everyone can be an asshole.
some people, that's a lifestyle, not a
Just like I
capability.
said,
I come from a long line of
Say,
assholes.
do overtime tonight.
Yay. Say hi to Carla. She heard you.
Hi, Carla. You can take your headphones off.
Aaron
Oh,
says,
thank you.
Ellis, you have to be provoked to bring out your asshole, I think. So what you saying, Aaron? That I don't have to be provoked?
I don't have to be. I can be an asshole real easy.
So can I. Everyone can.
Gloria, I'm the same way. I cannot stand when somebody is taking advantage of or abusing somebody who is less capable of them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Don't poke. Don't poke me, because I will stand up for that person with my dying breath.
I'm I'll be safe.
Yeah. I can't stand injustices. And, you know, there are people who get off on on being ugly. I guess it makes them feel better as a person to be ugly to someone that they think is less than them. And those are the people, if I have to really guard against being a bully when I know that someone's like that. I really have to guard against that because I know everybody thinks, oh, Witchy has such a sweet voice and blah, blah, blah. But when I get pissed off, and I mean really pissed off, and I don't think anybody's really seen me get pissed off.
Oh, I have.
Um,
I'm done. That's it. It's over with. I've seen you pull it.
well,
Y'all don't know this, but when Laura says she's done with something and she's pissed, yeah, she's done. She's done.
they're dead to me.
Yep.
And it's not even like you know how people will say, oh, you need to forgive, it's not that I don't necessarily forgive. I'm just not stupid enough to have that piece of shit in my life anymore, is how I look at it. Because it takes a lot for me to get to that point. But once I'm there, and you can get me there a lot more quickly, someone or something that I care about, than if anything you say to me or do to me or whatever. And there's only, you know, anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about that, but we all have our limits. And luckily, most of us don't get pushed that far in this
Bye, Donna. I
community.
hope you feel better, honey.
Oh, what's wrong with Donna? I didn't see it. Gotta lay down for a little because it hurts. Oh, I'm sorry, hon. We'll feel better. We'll see you later. She'll be on with Late Night Lunatics. I think our our routines are back. I think. My husband and I were at a store and a lady. Well, hell. Just when I start reading chat, it
It
starts
moves.
moving. My husband and I were at a store and a lady
Hi,
was being
Dorinda.
nasty to my husband. I was behind him. I guess she had not seen me, so I sneak head out and told her off. Certainly stopped. She suddenly stopped and walked away. Yeah, good for you. Yeah, I think most of us are we have that protective mama bear thing about the people we love.
For
He'll
me though,
have me.
it's not just the people that I love. It's if I'm in a store, like I was in a store a couple weeks ago and somebody was being extremely rude to a cashier. Now, don't get me wrong, I can be snotty too. But when you give me crappy service, I'm going to give you crappy service back. And this woman was just berating this young girl about how incompetent she was and why would they even hire somebody like her.
No.
And I walked over and I looked at this little gal and I was like, "Honey, are you okay?" And she was just like, yeah. Like she didn't know how to answer me. I said, "Why don't you go ahead and call your manager so we can have this lady removed?"
Good for you. There's
I
just no
cannot
sense
stand
in
that
it,
crap.
you know? There's just no sense in it. I am happy to say that I have only, you know, I dated quite a few men, and I don't ever remember, but maybe 2 times that somebody embarrassed me by being ugly, like to a waiter or a waitress or whatever, and I was done with them. I was absolutely done because that's just not, it's uncalled for. I think about friends of mine who work in service industries, you know, like, well, for instance, Kat, Perfectly Imperfect Crafts, she works in retail. And if I saw someone treat her like I've seen other people treat people working
Cat,
in
it's
that
somebody I picked up
environment,
on the side of the road, babe.
huh?
Miss Cat wanted to know who that stranger was that was on the show. I said it was just somebody I picked up on the side of the road.
Oh, hey, Miss Cat. But I mean, I would punch somebody in the face if I saw them treating Cat or anybody like that. And I don't know how people can just look the other way and act like it's not happening. I'll never understand that. How
Hi,
are you, Miss
Sandra.
Cat? Well, hey, Sandra, where have you been?
Better question. Where you been, woman?
Well, we're 20 minutes away from being done, and Sandra just comes dragging in. I figure Miss Cat's been lurking.
Of
She's a
course she
lurky
has.
Lou.
You're
And be
absolutely
polite
right.
to him. He actually asked me if I was having my period because I was such a bitch. I held it together and was fine until a nice old lady asked me if I was okay, and then I started to cry. And see, Erin is one of those. She gets so mad that she starts crying. And don't mistake that for weakness, people. That's just how her temper kicks in. Well, hey, Nina. How are you?
Hey, Nina. I got news for you. I have been in a parking lot before, like walking to my car, and somebody's just being an ass, and I'll look at them and go, "You need to step back." And they'll get real, like especially these young people. They'll be like, "What are you gonna do about it, old lady?" I said, "I'm gonna beat the shit out of you with this cane, and I'm gonna call cops and tell them you were abusing a disabled person." That's what I'm gonna do.
That's what's great about being old is we can pull the old, well, I couldn't hurt anybody.
I'm just a sweet old lady. And get my hot rod floor and drive off.
Especially if you're in a wheelchair, man.
Don't mess with an old woman with a cane. We know how to use the damn thing.
I'm just an old crippled woman. How could I hurt anybody? Run over your damn feet and shove you backwards. People that know me well disappear if I have tears because there will be shrapnel. Yeah. No one ever deserves to be belittled or put down. And if someone's, doing that, and the bad thing is people who work in the service industry feel like they have to stand there and take it because of that whole, the customer's always right bull crap.
But I'll tell you what, when I worked as a retail manager, customer's not always right. If they were wrong in the way that they were behaving, I don't give a crap. Your 20 or 30 bucks in my till is not going to make or break me. Get the hell out of my store. You're not going to treat my people that way.
Mm-hmm.
And a good manager will see it as just that.
Yeah, I couldn't work with the public. Especially now with all this COVID crap going on and
It's starting to bring the nasty out of people.
Mm-hmm.
And so, just like clockwork, our governor opened up all the bars last night.
Oh, great.
Yep. All the bars and bowling alleys and theaters opened as of midnight last night.
Yeah, just in time for fall when we're fighting COVID and the flu.
Mm-hmm.
No, Arlene, I did not know that. So noted, though. Gloria, she's in Nevada.
I live in Lost Wages, Nevada. There is nothing to do here except gamble and drink. We went to the drive-in. Okay, I love going to the drive-in. We happen to have one here in Vegas, and it's fantastic. It's like 6 screens. It's great.
Oh, wow. A drive-in?
A drive-in theater.
God, I wish we had one of those.
And I have been taking my kids to that drive-in theater for over 20 years. Because I moved to Vegas in 2000. So, January 1st, 2000, I moved to Vegas. So, 20 years now, we've been going to this stupid drive-in theater. It's where we go to see movies with my daughter's kids, because who wants a screaming toddler in a movie theater? So we take him to the drive-in. That way, if he starts screaming, you just put him in the car.
Right.
Nobody else has to hear him. So we go to the drive-in. Mike and I were going to go to the drive-in. This was a couple weeks back. And they had employees standing in the lines of cars, and they would pull 2 cars up, and then they would go, okay, so here's the thing. Have you been in here lately? No? Okay, here's the new rules. You can sit on your car, but you can't sit in the damn parking lot behind your car.
Okay.
Because the governor's rules said that you have to be in your car or on your car. So if you have a pickup truck, you can sit in the bed of your pickup truck. But because of COVID, you can't sit outside your car, like behind your car, like you do at a drive-in.
Right.
But if you have a pickup truck, you can sit in the bed of it. I said, what the hell is the damn difference?
Wow.
What is the difference here? Now, here's families pulling into the drive-in. They got 6 kids in the back of a minivan. How are they all going to see the movie from the minivan? Park it sideways?
Wow. Yeah.
And we waited for like 40 minutes in the line. We finally get up to the pay booth. We were like, okay, yeah, we want to see. She's like, oh, that's sold out. What?
Wow. We had a drive-in when I was a kid, but they shut it down. I don't know why. I wish they hadn't have, because we loved it. That's where I saw Jaws and all kinds of good movies. I saw John Travolta and Olivia Newton. Grease. I saw Grease at a drive-in. Our governor opened bars to 50% occupancy, and now patrons of bars are not allowed to wear masks. What? It makes checking age ID difficult. If it's that difficult, close them all. Bars aren't that important. I agree.
No, wait a
I
minute,
agree
though.
with,
Here's the thing. If you go into a bar, you're drinking. It's not like you're going to, your mask is off. Same thing with an eat-in restaurant. If you're in a restaurant, your mask is off, period.
right.
You just have to social distance.
Right. It's such a catch-22 because I understand the owners of these businesses needing to open up. I totally get it. I feel so bad for them, and how they've hung on this long is amazing to me. But at the same time, it's like, you know, I've seen so many people, talking about how they don't understand why it's such a risk for bars to be open. If people would do what they're supposed to do and stay apart, but no, they get up in clumps and they're all hugging and kissing, and it's like, you're why people have to close their businesses. It's not the government, it's not the governor, it's not the, you know, it's because people don't want to change their behavior, period. And, this whole, well, how come people, protesters don't spread COVID, but bikers in Sturgis did? Well, of course, some of those protesters spread COVID. Of course, there's no way around it. But also be aware that they were in open air and a lot of them had masks on. When you looked at Sturgis, those were just some dumbasses. I'm sorry. But they were crammed up in bars, crammed up in groups, no masks, all up in each other's face and personal space. And, uh,
But
but it's
again,
all,
that is their personal choice.
I agree. I agree. You know, alcohol does lower inhibitions. I agree, Erin. Big chains are closing up here. Really, Miss Cat, huddling is typical bar behavior. Right, right. But this is not typical times, and people have to learn that, it's our behavior that needs to change. You know, everyone has to take some responsibility in this. 54 people tested positive here. Tested positive for COVID-19. Oh my God. Wait, in your town, Carla, or where you work? Who said that? Somebody's boss emailed them at 9 p.m. Why does my boss? Oh, it was Carla. Her boss emailed her at 9 p.m. to tell her he's not going to be in the rest of... Good grief. Sandra said, Carla, tell him you're not either. We are totally a hospitality state. Our primary business is tourism. Take away the bars and liquor stores. There isn't enough tax revenue to pay the politicians, let alone meet the state's budgets. Right. Brenda, I totally get it. It's a catch-22. It really is. It's so sad. How many people ended up dying or getting sick from that Bikers for Trump rally? Darla.
Oh yeah, we saw a Trump rally the other day here in Vegas, and it was Latinos for Trump. And
was it like 2 or 3 people?
No, there was like about 100 of them in a parking lot, not a soul wearing a mask.
Wow. Here in Minnesota, they went to Sturgis. Do you think that's why there was a rise in infections, Carla? Not really. Haven't seen him since March. Couldn't he email this during the work hours? You would think. It's common sense, y'all. It's common sense. And there's a lady, a young lady who is suing because her dad went to a karaoke bar, and got COVID and died. And it's tragic. But she is suing, I want to say, the Trump administration. And y'all know I am not a Trump fan. But I keep saying this over and over. I don't care if her dad was a Trump supporter. It was his decision to go to that bar, to that karaoke bar, and hug up and be in people's faces and not wear a mask. At some point, people have to take responsibility. Yes, I know the president lied, but everyone knew he was lying. We knew that. And for her to sue, I feel bad for the girl. I know that she is, extremely upset. She lost her father. I feel so bad for her, but that was her father's decision. And you can't, the government cannot babysit everyone. They just can't. We can't let them. We're adults, start acting like it, and you can't have it both ways. The Trump boat rally was here a couple of weeks ago. There were over 1,000 boats and lots unmasked people on the riverbank, but so far there haven't been new cases reported from those people. Well, I hope there aren't, Arlene. But I still say that if it's an outdoor event and people are spread out, then I don't have a problem with that. I just don't.
I think you have to look at it this way. Like, you have one group of government agencies that are telling you, wear a mask when you go out, wear a mask when you're in groups, blah, blah, blah. But if you read the CDC paperwork, they say don't wear the masks because the mask actually catches the virus. And because it's moist, it allows it to wick through and you end up getting it faster than if you had fresh air to breathe.
I don't believe that.
It just depends on who you listen to, what they say.
I think any barrier is better than nothing, period.
But are people changing them as frequently as they should? Are they washing them as frequently as they should? Are they touching it and then putting it back on?
Again, that is personal responsibility.
Right. But that's the whole point. And the CDC
You
is
know.
saying, if they're wearing a mask, like employees that are wearing them all day long, like a retail situation or a fast food restaurant,
Right.
those masks get wet. If they get the infection on them, it's going to wick through that mask. Now they're holding the infection to their face. So the CDC is saying, well, no, they need to change their masks. But then there's other people that are going, no, they're okay. They can wear them all day. And quite frankly, employers don't want to buy extra masks. They don't want to provide them. Mikey's in a job right now. They refuse to provide any kind of mask or face cover, but tell him he has to wear it all day long.
That's crazy. Good night, Carly.
Night, honey.
Good dreams. Slurp. Well, the best thing you can do is like Gloria said, keep your distance. Wear a clean mask. Have an extra. I mean, we have masks in our vans. We all carry them in our purses. Come on,
Here, wait.
people.
Here's mine. In my convenient little face bag.
Mm-hmm.
So I have this cute little bag with a face on it. And when I open it up, it's full of masks.
Mm-hmm. And that's what everybody has to do.
Now, I will give you this. Those glasses that have the visor on them? They have the little face visors?
Mm-hmm.
I found them in small sizes, so I bought one for each one of my grandkids.
Oh. One per shift. And Nina works in a damn nursing home. She gets one mask per shift. That's crazy. A disposable mask, but one per shift.
One per 8 to 10 hour shift, yeah.
That's crazy.
But that's the way a lot of places are. Hi, son. Were you painting today?
Yeah, well, Darla, the quick resulting test is for special people only. Because we have nothing like that around here. And those disposable masks are cheap. But if you're on a very limited budget, you can't, especially if you have to wear a mask at work every single day, you can't afford to run out and keep buying masks. And they do need the disposable ones because those nursing homes are petri dishes.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all have the 15-minute test? Wow. Nice, Brenda. They're worried about shortages. Well, they better be worried about shortages because when the fall gets here, the COVID-19 tests here are $285 and insurance doesn't pay for it? Oh, her nursing home staff should be able to get them cheaper. Right, Darla, right.
Yeah, Carla,
No,
you shouldn't have to pay for that COVID test. Those tests are supposed to be paid for by the state governments.
I agree.
With money from the federal government.
Miss Cat, it is supposed to be mandatory for employers to provide them. But what they're doing is they're giving them one a day, which is bull. They locked down the nursing homes in March to protect the elderly. No visitors or mail in this area. The highest COVID death rate is in the nursing homes. Same thing here, Arlene. Same thing across the country. It makes no sense. I don't get it, but C. diff, pneumonia. Yeah, I know, Nina. My mom was a nurse, and she worked in geriatrics, and good God. All right, y'all. Well, it is that time.
It is. All right, ladies, what's going on this week? Start talking to us. What's going on? Who's having sales? What's coming up? Anybody doing any lives?
First off, I know that Curly isn't her sale Friday night.
That's the 25th, this Friday.
And it starts at noon Pacific, 1 p.m. Do you know what time it starts?
4 o'clock Mountain, so 3 Pacific, 4 Mountain, 5
3,
Central, 6
4.
Eastern.
6.
And then Miss Cat's live is 2 o'clock her time,
Yep, she's always
and that's 11 Pacific.
Cathy's World. 2 p.m.
Eastern.
Standard Time.
So that's
on
11, 12, 1, and 2 across the country, guys.
Thursdays. And is Hags coming on every Monday?
Hags is going to be on the 28th for her regular paper pack.
That's her pre-sale, right?
Yep, that's the pre-sale. Dorinda's back.
Hey,
She's on Wednesday,
Dorinda.
Thursday, and Friday at 6 for magazine harvesting, blue booking, and hanging in the hollow, respectively. So you've got Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday evenings at 6 o'clock Pacific time. So 6, 7, 8, and 9 across the country. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
And as always, y'all know the Defy auction.
Second Saturday of the month.
Second Saturday every month. Oh, that stupid glare. Boy, that makes me mad.
Okay, let's see. Dorinda's on Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Sharon M is on Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So 4 Pacific.
Sharon M. She's on when?
It's going to be 4 Pacific, 5, 6, and 7 across the country. And every Monday at 6 for Hags. I love when they all there are some people that just write this stuff down because they know at the end of this stream we're going to do this. All right, looks like Mary is having a hop October 9th in the morning and then again in the evening. We'll get some better times on that one, Arlene, as we get a little closer.
Why am I not seeing any of this? Okay, wait a minute. Sharon goes live. Sharon, what state are you in? Oh, that's Sharon Marlowe. Okay.
Yes.
Sharon goes live Saturday. This is every Saturday?
Saturdays at 4.
Okay. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I start running out of space because I write too big.
Aaron, speak up. What do you got, Aaron?
What you got going on, Aaron? Okay, and Hags.
Cat says, go slower. I'm filling my dang calendar. Aaron's having a sale. Where is Aaron? Einstein, get your butt out here.
On live on Sundays at
Yes, it's shameless plug time.
4, 5, 6 p.m. for mixed media.
Okay, so here's another one. I am going to start going live on Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursdays.
Else
Uh,
live
Yeah, so I have my Thursday at 3, so I'm going to start going live Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday.
Wednesday, and still on Thursday.
Correct. Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
And all at 3 your time?
Probably earlier than that. Just
Okay.
look for the notices once I get it kind of settled in, but I'm going to start going on live a little bit more frequently.
Time to be announced.
To be determined.
Okay. Anybody else? Where is Aaron? And then Mary's Hop. Mary's Hop is from 5:25 a.m. What? Good Lord.
Oh, yes. And
5:25 a.m.
Rosita and Denise are going to start doing, instead of doing a sale every week, they're going to start every other week. They're going to start doing a craft along.
Oh, good. She's going to do crafting.
Mm-hmm.
Rosita
On Thursdays.
on Thursdays. Is that getting in? I need to raise my... Hang on, y'all. Oh, come on.
Kathy, what time do you need for mine? So I go on at 3 o'clock here, so that's 4, 5, 6 o'clock your time, 6 p.m. on Thursdays, and the times for Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday are to be announced. Hey! No, you're good, Shay Shay. Hey, Oogie Boogie.
Hey, Ugg. How are you? Well, hell. I'm going to end up just having to mount this sucker to my ceiling.
Woo!
Okay, I think I got it all in there. Rosita on Thursday nights.
My idea early morning is 10:30 my time. That would be 11:30, 12:30, and 1:30 across the country. Which is why I never get to hang out with Jersey anymore. Every now and then, though, I just stay up so I can hang out with her, and then I go to bed.
What time does Jersey come on?
She comes on in the morning.
Yeah, I for a while there I was going, and
I think it's like 7 or 8 o'clock her time.
Jersey early morning.
Yes, she is, Arlene. So Jersey comes on every morning for crafting in the bubble. And I think she comes on at 7 o'clock her time, which is 4 o'clock my time. 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Let's see if we can raise this one more time. There we go.
Here, let me make your life easier.
Yes, please make my life easier.
There you go.
There. Well, I think I finally got it all in. I think. You can put you back in. The stupid glare. Oh my God, I can't wait for that lamp to get here.
Jersey's impromptu. She comes on when she feels like it. Lately, she's coming on. But I know she comes on.
Look at there. It fits perfectly.
I want to say she comes on an hour before I do. So 2, 3, 4, and 5 on Thursday. Pretty regular. So we'll just have to kind of wing it with her, but everybody should know that she does come on.
Yep.
All right, we do have a date for next month's auction, next month's flea market. It is the 17th. I do have only 2 spots available for that one, guys. Only 2 spots, so I'm going to start. I'm looking. I will always put a new vendor in before I put in somebody who's already sold. So if you are new, I don't care, people, how many subscribers you have. I don't give a shit. If you want to sell in the flea market because you just want to be part of that community, then by all means, let me know that you want to do it, and I will be happy to put you in the rotation. There's going to be some changes made to it due to the 6-hour sale, but we'll work those things out.
What's the date again?
It's going to be October the 17th at noon, my time. That's 1, 2, and 3 across country.
17.
It is always the 3rd Saturday of the month.
Yep. At noon Pacific Standard Time. Okay.
All right. So now the last question of the day. Tomorrow I will be live for the October project release.
Tomorrow at what time?
Probably about noon my time.
Okay. Well, y'all hear that. I'm out of space, but Els is going to be live tomorrow at noon. That is bugging me that you can't see jerseys.
I just got yelled at.
I see that. The UGG just got you.
Dang. Sorry, Oogie. I forgot.
Watch your profanity.
Okay, Curly ain't here, right?
Hey, is Mary's Hop on Friday? Arlene? I think her hops are on Fridays. Like the last Friday of the month.
Oh,
or
Oogie,
something.
I always spend time with you. You know that.
Yeah, we do cuss on this channel a little bit. Not as much as some channels, but probably pretty bad for crafters.
I know, she's chastising me, and we're Irish, for crying out loud.
That's
The
right.
F-bomb is a vowel, an adjective, a noun, a pronoun.
Somebody will have to buy for me by proxy tomorrow. Buy what tomorrow? Is there a sale tomorrow? Oh, wait. Wednesday. Who's having a sale on Wednesday?
My project comes out tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Well, just put Carla down for one.
Sherry! Carla, message me which one you want, honey. If you want the vintage one or you want the floral. And I'll make sure you get on the list, sweetie.
Yeah,
Yes,
true,
it's all for
Brenda.
October.
Wondering what Miss Laura is doing, and I am just so confused. Sweetie, I'm writing the calendar down because we try to be inclusive with the community and put word out that, hey, Sherry, I'm sorry, hun, I just saw you. We try to put word out that what's going on in our community. So that's what this is.
I gotta love that child. Did you see how she just sitting here wondering what Miss Laura is doing?
I know.
Baby.
She's so cute.
Honey, you have such good manners. I love you for being only 12 years old.
She is. I swear she's a 40-year-old in a 12-year-old's body.
I know.
That's an old soul if I ever met one.
Oh, Brooke is having a sale tomorrow at 4 Eastern.
Oh, okay. So
that's
okay.
1 o'clock Pacific. Tomorrow.
What time?
1 Pacific.
I'm out of space. Brooke should have come in to tell us. That's all I can say. Yes, that is what her thumbnail says. Yeah, Sandra, that's Elsa's grandbaby. I'm gonna be right back. Got a sub to all you nice ladies. You are such a sweetheart, Shaylee. Crap, I forgot there was young eyes in chat. All right,
Gotta go
y'all.
sub to
Well,
all you nice ladies. I love her.
I know she's such a sweetie.
You guys should know Shaylee does craft. If you have ever watched my channel, you know who the Oogie is. Um,
Yes.
she does craft. She does some really good stuff. She's pretty good at art. Um, and she does a lot of mixed media around here, and she does some scrapbooking. She's going to be starting her very first Big Girl Journal. So we have great things coming from her.
Yeah, she knows Els, Sandra. Carla says Shaylee is DEFCON 1.
Yes, she is. Okay, so Kat, I'm going to do the same thing I always do. These kits are going to be $3 plus $1.50 shipping, so $4.50 total. If you buy 2 kits, you get it for the same $1.50 shipping. And if there are any left, it will be in the shop, as always. If there are none left, then there will not be any in the shop. I've kind of run into a situation where I was unable to get any more of the required pieces. I talked to one of the stores, one of the vendors in the stores where I bought the stuff, and they said that they expect to get more in, but they're just not sure when it's coming. So if any more come in, or I can find any more, then I will by all means add more to the sets.
Miss Cat says I want one of each, and I don't even know what they are.
All right, guys, that is it for us. I hope that you all enjoyed my special guest this evening.
Oh Lord.
I have missed you, my darling.
I have missed you too. It's
All
good to be
right.
back.
All
All
right.
right.
Say goodnight to the nice ladies, Gracie.
Love you all.
All right, guys, if you haven't done so already, make sure that you go and pee on everybody's porch for us. And if you're new here and you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe to Laura and myself, because we'll be on her channel next week. This way, you will not miss a notification. Make sure you ring that bell and share us with all your friends, because the more people that you share us with, the bigger our community becomes and the stronger that we are. We love you guys. We have missed you. I am
Love you,
so glad
everybody.
my partner in crime is back with me. And we shall see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.